Greetings, brave souls, and welcome to a journey that will challenge the boundaries of the known and plunge us into the chilling depths of the unseen. I'm your guide into the realms of the supernatural, where the shadows come alive and the veil between our world and the unknown grows thin. Our quest takes us beyond the conventional as we face the inexplicable, confront the unimaginable, and challenge the very fabric of reality itself. From the ghastly apparitions that manifest in the dead of night to the folklore creatures that have spawned generations of nightmares, our journey will leave you questioning the boundaries of the known. So, buckle up and join me on this hair-raising expedition into the heart of the unknown. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and brace yourselves for unveiling the unseen. Our journey into the terrifying realms of demons, ghosts, and creatures begins now. Welcome to a Creepypasta series, Episode 1, The Shadovaar of Chernobyl. The Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, a desolate landscape haunted by the specters of a catastrophic past, bore the scars of human folly. In the shadows of decaying buildings and overgrown landscapes, a group of explorers embarked on a journey into the heart of the abandoned city of Pripyat. Drawn by morbid curiosity and the allure of the unknown, they ventured where few dared to tread. Among the group were Mark, a seasoned urban explorer; Elena, a photographer with a penchant for capturing the eerie beauty of decay; Alexei, a historian fascinated by the remnants of a bygone era; and Sarah, a thrill-seeker with an insatiable curiosity. As they traversed the empty streets of Pripyat, the air thickened with a palpable sense of unease. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the desolate landscape. The group, now deep within the heart of Pripyat, felt the weight of the abandoned city bearing down upon them. The buildings, stripped of life, stood as silent witnesses to the tragedy that unfolded decades ago. In the fading light, the explorers stumbled upon a dilapidated apartment building. Its shattered windows and peeling paint told tales of abandonment. But the group sensed something more, an ominous energy that clung to the decaying walls like a lingering specter. As they entered the building, the air grew colder, and the silence became oppressive. Murmurs of distant whispers echoed through the empty corridors, and the flickering beams of their flashlights cast dancing shadows on the walls. They climbed the creaking stairs, each step resonating with the echoes of the past. On the fourth floor, they discovered a door ajar, an entrance to a realm untouched by time. The room, a forgotten haven frozen in the twilight of the disaster, held remnants of a life abruptly interrupted. Personal effects scattered across the floor, as if the occupants had fled in haste. Elena, captivated by the haunting scenes before her, began to photograph the artifacts that bore witness to the human tragedy. As her camera clicked, the group felt the atmosphere shift. Unseen eyes seemed to watch from the shadows, and a whisper, too faint to comprehend, caressed their senses. Venturing deeper into the apartment, they discovered a hidden passage, an access point to the underground corridors that intertwined beneath Pripyat. The group, fueled by a morbid fascination, descended into the abyss below, unaware that the echoes of the past clung to the very foundations of the city. As they navigated the subterranean labyrinth, the air grew thick with an otherworldly energy. Faint cries, distant and mournful, reverberated through the tunnels. The group pressed on, the promise of unraveling mysteries outweighing the growing unease that gnawed at the edges of their sanity. In the depths, they stumbled upon an abandoned laboratory, a remnant of the secretive experiments that once took place beneath Pripyat. Equipment, now rusted and inert, bore testament to the scientific endeavors that remained forever shrouded in mystery. Among the relics, the group discovered a dossier that hinted at experiments involving the manipulation of energy and the boundaries between dimensions. As Mark read aloud the cryptic notes, a low hum filled the chamber. Unseen currents of energy crackled through the air, distorting reality itself. The whispers, now more pronounced, seemed to converge into a mournful lament that resonated with the very foundations of the underground labyrinth. It was then that the entity, an amalgamation of shadows and forgotten echoes, materialized before the group. Its form, a distorted silhouette, flickered with an ethereal glow. Hollow eyes fixated upon them, and the mournful cries intensified, echoing through the laboratory like a symphony of despair. Sarah, seized by an inexplicable compulsion, stepped forward. The entity, drawn to her like a moth to flame, extended shadowy tendrils that coiled around her very essence. The room fell into darkness as the entity absorbed her fear, her memories, and her very existence. The whispers grew into anguished screams, a cacophony that reverberated through the subterranean corridors. The remaining members, paralyzed by terror, watched as Sarah's form dissipated into the shadows. The entity, now satiated, retreated into the darkness, leaving the explorers in the aftermath of an encounter that defied the laws of nature. Haunted by the loss, the group retraced their steps, ascending to the surface with a heavy sense of dread. The whispers persisted, a constant reminder of the unseen forces that lurked within the heart of Pripyat. They emerged into the night, the city's skeletal remains bearing witness to the ephemeral encounter that had unfolded beneath its decaying facade. As the group ventured back into the abandoned streets, they realized the entity, now fed and strengthened, would forever remain a part of Pripyat, a spectral guardian of the exclusion zone, forever bound to the echoes of the past. The mournful lament, a reminder of the tragedy that befell the city, echoed through the empty streets, a chilling symphony that lingered long after the explorers had left the haunted confines of Chernobyl. In the aftermath of that harrowing night, the entity, now given a name by the whispers of the forsaken city, became known as Shadovaar. A portmanteau of shadows and echoes, Shadovaar became an enduring legend, a spectral entity that guarded the secrets of Chernobyl, absorbing the essence of those who dared to tread its haunted paths. And so, the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone retained its status as a realm where the boundaries between the living and the spectral blurred, leaving explorers to ponder the mysteries that lingered within the shadows of the abandoned city.